Paganfest. We're in Munich now. You've been on tour now for about 2 weeks, and you've been doing, again, Korpiklaani is probably the most frequent band on the Paganfest since it was starting in 2008. So can you tell me a little bit, now that you've been on this tour for 2 weeks, how does it compare so far to your previous experiences on Paganfest?
Well, we have been apart from Bark and Arfel, we have been touring with all the other bands before, and we pretty much knew what we were going into when we booked this tour. And Unleashed guys, we know them from before, excellent touring company. Moonsorrow, we know them from before, excellent, well, any kind of company. And Gibbons and Druidy, the youngsters, still looking up to us, even though we're trying to tell them that, come on, get in our dress and drink with us, and they're still not coming. But we knew what this was going to be about.
So you guys,
it's been what we expected. We were sort of afraid that when we were put in the same bus with the other half of the Finnish folk metal mafia, Moonsorrow, that we were sort of afraid that the drinking will not stop until someone dies. But that doesn't happen. It hasn't happened yet. But,
because see, that's another thing. I know that all the Finnish bands are together on one same bus. My experience with Finnish bands is that that's quite dangerous. And what I have learned from Korpiklaani, maybe you can explain this to me. I was talking with Unleashed, and they said what they learned from Korpiklaani is called Korpiklaani coffee. Can you tell me what that is?
No, that's just a normal, a mixed drink that has one third of Jägermeister, 1/3 of Baileys, and 1/3 of vodka.
So there's no coffee in it at all?
Yeah, but it looks like a coffee with cream. When you mix that, so that's where the name comes from. And it's really good stuff. You can drink that huge amounts. Of course, the sugar hits you at some point, but usually the alcohol is in before the sugar. So it's okay. It's good stuff. It's been spreading around the world already for a while.
So it's a healthy recipe.
Yeah, it's a good one.
You can try this at home.
Yeah, well, everybody will get to see that, get to hear the recipe now.
Yeah, and so Korpiklaani has been touring quite a lot, and like I said, doing this Paganfest several times. When you come to different, for example, today we are at Munich backstage. For you, did it become some kind of routine now? Do you know people because you've been touring Europe so much? Do you end up meeting people that you see at shows, or do you just do your thing and? How does it work? Do you have you made friends doing these Paganfest?
Yeah, of course we have made a lot of friends, but for example, I have this bad habit of not remembering anyone. It doesn't matter if I've been drunk or not, but I just don't remember anyone. But we have been here. I think this is my like a 4th or 5th time at this venue, and I keep seeing like familiar people. I was watching, for example, Moonsorrow's show, the entire show, and people come to me and then, hey, do you remember me from the last time? And I'm like, no, but it's nice to see you. Can you just now move a bit and I can see the show?
Because I also noticed one thing from the beginning of when Korpiklaani started doing Paganfests. The first show, it was in 2008. The stage setup was in a certain way, and I saw that it was developing a little bit, becoming more elaborate. You have more stuff on stage. You have more props. Maybe you can explain to those people who haven't seen you yet. For a Korpiklaani show, you have traditional outfits, traditional instruments, and what else can we find in your show that's a little bit different and special?
I think like. It's a good question, but on this package, I think we have this really, like now we have this really good package that if you think about the 3 last bands of the package, we have Moonsorrow, we have Unleashed, and we have Korpiklaani, and everybody's music is so different, and still we all, for some reason, fall in the same category of music, of folk metal or pagan metal or whatever. I don't think people can expect anything like really strange from us or anything, but I think we have the epic doom, or whatever that is. The epic battery of Moon Sorrow there first, and then we get a trashy black metal sort of version of the pagan stuff, and then we get the funny polka.
And that's
Korpiklaani, and that's what makes this package interesting.
When last week I was on the French radio and I was presenting the Paganfest and I was explaining Korpiklaani and what it's about, and I know there's a lot of people who already know, but for those who don't, I was explaining what makes Korpiklaani special is also that you use this type of music called humpa, and of course I know what this is, but maybe you can explain in 1 or 2 words for those who don't know what is it really, because we hear this a lot and we don't know what is exactly humpa.
Actually, there's not much of that anymore left in the band, but the whole thing was that you have this, I don't know, actually I don't know the musical terms in English, but you are not counting to 4, you are counting to 2, and then you have this bass line that goes like, so it gives you this certain feeling of
dancing. That's the thing that people really like.
Yeah, the funny thing with this whole humpa thing is that it is originally German, the whole thing. And then in like 1920s, 30s, whatever that was, it was imported to Finland. And now bands like Eläkeläiset and us and everybody is selling that back to the Germans.
Yeah,
Excellent business.
Great marketing.
Yeah.
So to wrap up the interview, again, Korpiklaani has become one of the flagships, whatever the word is, of this Paganfest. So let's imagine that you're doing the next Paganfest, or you will do another Paganfest at some point, and you are allowed to choose the bands that can come with you. If you have a choice, who would you pick?
Moon Sorrow.
Why would you pick Moon Sorrow?
Really cool guys. I fucking love being with them on the bus at the backstage, and I love the band, what they do live, and from this whole package that we have, I don't know how many we have done. 3, 4 Paganfests.
I think you did at least 3, because you did 2008, 2009.
Yeah, and then we did the USA as well. Yeah. But I really like this package. You know, I'm like Unleashed guys. I really like the guys. I don't really care about like musically. The Paganfests are all the same to me, but I like to be surrounded with nice people, and I like Unleashed, I like Moon Sorrow. So we'll be happy with those, and maybe add some couple of maybe add some like another things, adding like Finkel or maybe Ensiferum or something like that.
That would be good. But you did Ensiferum already on the first one.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Moon Sorrow, Ensiferum, Korpiklaani.
Yeah, and Elvedi and Tyr. And Tyr would be actually, now that I remember the name again, they would be really good to have on the tour. I like the guys, I like the band.